There we are, that's CeeLo Green there, and Forget You. That's quite a nice record, that. I'm not, a lot of the modern version stuff I'm not into, but that's quite good. Right, I've got, I was going to say a couple of guests, but we've actually got 3 guests in the studio, but we have 2 ladies and 1 gentleman, and the gentleman is Mr. Graham Walker, who's, I'd say, a good friend of the show, and we've also got Deborah Wall and Emma Harrison from Swarm Project, which is Salford War Memorials Project. So we're going to talk about the War Memorials a little bit today. So just say hello, Emma.
Hi, everybody.
And hello, Deborah.
Hi, everybody.
And hello, Graham.
Hello, Ian. Hello, everybody.
Are you all well?
Fine, thank you. A little bit cold.
Cold, yeah. It's quite. It's nice and warm in here anyway. So
yeah, we're just starting to thaw out.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about the Swarm Project, the Salford War Memorials Project?
Yeah, sure. Earlier this year I started researching my family history and found that my great-grandfather, who had lived in Pendleton, had served with the Royal Field Artillery in World War I. His name appeared on the Whit Lane it was a street shrine, which had the names from all the guys in the area on that. And I couldn't find it. I found it on a photograph in the archives, but I couldn't find the actual memorial itself. My inquiries I did on the internet, online, led me to have discussions with Gary and Debbie, who I ended up meeting with at the Salford History Day in September. And from there, we formed Swarm. Everything happened quite fast, but we've only been going 2 months. And we've made some good progress.
Right, so, and Deborah, you're obviously a co-founder of Swarm as well.
I am.
Yeah. So, there's more than obviously just 2 of you in the project, isn't there? There's yourselves, and I know Graham's like an associate. And
he sure is. We've got Gary on board. Gary's one of the co-founders. There were the 3 co-founders, myself, Debbie and Gary. We get a lot of help from Jim as well, who is a professional local historian. And Gerald's very involved. Yeah. We've had some fantastic help researching the men. People like Pete Thomas, Neil Drum, Mac. We've got a lot of names that sort of they come on our forums as sign-in names. We don't know the real names, but we get a lot of support and a lot of help with the research.
Yeah, I noticed when you said there that you couldn't find the memorial, it must have really fired you up then to go looking for it and say, why can't I find this?
It did. I think I found out that I couldn't find it in sort of July time, and it was September before I met Debbie. But in the process of my inquiries, I found that found out that the Greengate Memorial had actually ended up on a tip.
Oh.
And it was when I've heard that sort of something inside me just said, this is the heritage, and there's guys on that whose names will have been forgotten and got lost, and we have to do something about it. We can't let it happen again.
Yeah, I suppose somebody's taken the trouble, those persons didn't come back, somebody's took the trouble to remember them and make a plaque, put it into a building or whatever, and suddenly one day it's just discarded. It seems so awful, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, we're not just looking for memorials that people think of that are maybe large cenotaphs. We're looking at memorials that are within churches, within schools, public buildings, places of work. We've even heard of pubs having memorials. But it's not just the memorials either. We're looking for rolls of honour, anything really that names any individual, be it a small memorial with just a couple of names on, or large ones, with sort of over 500 names on. We've seen everything at the minute.
Yeah. So you've only been going a short while, really. Then, so you've done quite a lot in a very short time.
We sure have. We've made some very good contacts with groups and organisations, church authorities. We've had good working relationship with the council as well. We all have the same aims. We all want to preserve what heritage we can, and long may those good relations last.
Yes. Yeah. Right, we'll have a bit of a break now. Graham,